All right, so hi everybody. Welcome to Age's Cozy Crochet Corner, and I am in yet one of my mini corners. So I'm actually finishing up a project for a tutorial that I'm shooting now. So I've been bombarded with a lot of orders and been so busy completing orders that I wanted to bring you this video for my graph sweaters. So I've made quite a few sweaters, and some of them have been I've grafted in different items, and I wanted to do a tutorial to show you how to do that. But I figured I'd do this one so I can actually get your questions and integrate them into the video. So maybe there are particular things you want to know how to graft in items. So I figure if I do this one and show you what I'm going to be working on in that video, I'll be able to answer all your questions, and I think that'll work great. So I have a couple of sweaters that I'm going to show you, and don't forget, just leave me your comments, leave me your questions. For work that you don't see on my YouTube, you can always follow me on Instagram, and you can always follow me on Facebook at Age of Joy. So enjoy the sweaters, and see you back in a minute. So I wanted to, again, I'm showing you some of my sweaters. This is another one, and they wanted their initials on the top. And I just took that section and did single crochet instead of doing double. The rest of it is done in double. You could turn around, let me see it. And this is the back. I love this back. So again, that section, instead of doing double crochets, I just did single crochets all the way along. And I actually took and made a grid of the letters and just worked it off a grid just like you would if you did like a big Afghan or something. And I just did that one section, and it has like that jersey feel. So what you call it, varsity jacket feel with the jersey name across the back. Turn around again, and again I did the seams the same way. I made both of the front panels. So I did this front panel, that front panel. I did the back panel separate and sewed them all on. Also the arms. So I did each arm separate away from the piece, and then I attached it afterwards. So I'm gonna have to do a tutorial to show you exactly how to piece together your jacket. But you see, it is a beautiful, beautiful turnout. There are pockets. There are pockets there on the side as well. And that is it. So I hope you guys love this one. I absolutely love this one. This is totally one of my favorites. Everything is one of my favorites. I think say that with every piece that I do. But yeah, this is awesome. Okay, this is another one of my sweaters. As you see, it has the V-neck in the collar area. I did this one with this new Premier puzzle yarn. Oh my god, I love this. I'm making more stuff with this soon. So you see it has pockets. It's very simple. You can turn around, and I did this one just like I did the other ones. There was a back panel, and then the two front panels, the sleeves I attached separate. Turn back around again. The sleeves I attached separate. And these buttons, you have to see these buttons up close. They are little clock buttons, and I thought it went perfect with this. So with that being said, this piece is perfect, and I absolutely love how the color changes went. And I'll have to show you some more of my work. So this is one of the sweaters, men's sweater that I did. So if you notice up here, I came in and did the XV and the 1-1 Roman numeral numbers. And I have done double crochet all the way up until it comes into this point, and then I just graft that in. So can you turn around and let me see the back? So the back, he went in a pyramid. So I kind of, I did graph it in, but it kind of went free-handed at the end of it. So that is that one. And where, like you see, it's double crochet down here. But when the grafting comes into place, it then goes to single crochet. and then returns back to the double crochet. So I really liked how my little pyramid turned out. And so this is another sweater that I have done with the grafting. This is a sweater that I have done. You see it has the stripes and pockets and everything. Can you just spin around to the back? And that is the backing on it. I absolutely love this. This is one of my favorites, and I actually sew on the arms and sew them up the seam. So I do the front panel, back panel, front panel, turn back around again, front panel, back panel, and then I do two side panels, and then I sew it up the seam. And I just like how it turns out. So as you can see, this is the seam where I've sewn, and this is the seam where I have sewn it up. So that's how I decided to do some of the sweaters. So I'll show you some more of my sweaters too. All right. All right, so this is another one of my sweaters where I graft in a design. This is actually one of my favorite ones. This is the Black Mamba sign for Kobe Bryant. And if you look at the pockets, I actually have took Kobe's first number and Gianna's number and had it placed inside on the inside of the pockets. It's a total tribute jacket. And you turn around, you can see it says Black Mamba and 24. So this is a total tribute one. I get a little closer. So I have double crochets all the way up until where I came in and did single crochets in order to graft in the 24 and the Black Mamba. If you turn around, let me get a closer view. This symbol right here, it took me a couple days and a couple tries to figure it out, but wind up being able to put that in there. And again, it goes back and forth into single crochets, but it started out with double crochets for the sweater. So the pockets as well. The 8, I actually made the pockets, and then I made this piece and sewed it on the back of the pocket for the 8 and for the 2 as well. I'm going to show you just a little bit how I graft in these items. So for the Kobe sweater, this little sucker was try number 2. This one took me a minute to figure out how to put this in. This actually was try number 3 where I got it right. So as you see, I took the graph paper and I put in my design, and I would number it, how many it takes me to make this, how many spaces does it take me to make this design. And usually I would number it down as well, but I kind of already knew that number for myself in my head, so I didn't need it. And I would use this to make sure it's centered where I wanted to on the item. And once I got to where I wanted to start, I would then switch from double crochets, as I said in the video, and then I would use each one of these spaces represents a single crochet, and then I would single crochet in where I want my design, and then I would go back where you have seen in the video to my double crochets. So this is how I make my magic happen. Most of my designs, anytime I make something, is like an idea pops in my head and I just make it. The only thing I do put down on paper are my graph ideas. And this one was done in pencil. Let's see, use the backing. Now this one right here was the actual 82 that I used. And again, you see that it is grafted and on the paper, and I just used each slot and work it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find something fun that I want to make on a sweater, and I will give you ideas on how to post, how to crochet in your little graphs of whatever you might want on a sweater. Either a pullover sweater, a dress, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to put in there, I can show you how to do it. So use this video to gather your ideas and hit me with them, and that's pretty much it. So subscribe, like this video, and don't forget, hit me with your questions. That way, when I do my next video, I'll be able to answer them. Okay? So as always, it is good seeing you on the corner. Now I'm going to get back to my busy work and finish up this lovely 8-point star for a tutorial that is coming very, very soon. Okay, everybody. I'll see you later.